Hey Libra, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekly reading for I almost said April, March 27th through April the 2nd, 2023. This is for Libra. Libra, we are resuming dailies on April 10th. We have decided. I would have loved it to be the 3rd, but alas, you can't always get what you want, right? But this is your last shuffle here, Libra. Okay, so we have the Sacred Temple and we have Deserving here. Okay, so with this off the top, this looks look, you're manifesting your biggest wish or dream. This is a week where things are going to come true, wish fulfillment, right? Cliche, that's what the 9 of Cups usually portends. It's something that makes you so happy. This is something that gives you peace within your soul that you've wanted. Looks as though either you're working on it, you're manifesting it, or it has come to fruition. And it's something that you realize is most of the wish fulfillment is about being in the right place at the right time, about understanding your path, knowing where you're supposed to be. Okay, well, 5 of Swords and freaking 2 of Swords. How about that, right? But you're deserving to the Hermit. You may be asking for more time to get to figure out what you're supposed to be doing. You know, like we could work. The sad part about this is that we work, right? You say we work 8 hours a day, but the commute, coupled with the commute, your breaks, and all of the other obligations, you have no time, zero time to focus on you and what you really want to do with your life. Even if you're going to school, you're in high school or college, it's like you just have no time to yourself, right? You got to have some time to figure it out. And it looks like maybe you were asking for that. Like, show me, show me a sign, show me what I'm supposed to do, or where I'm supposed to be. And it looks as though you get your answer. Now, with the sake, I feel like there's a warning in that. Like, be careful what you wish for, because you have 5 of Swords, 2 of Swords, Page of Cups, Temperance. You asked for this, and it may be revealed to you that everything that you're doing right now is completely not part of what you're supposed to be doing, kind of thing. And you may be sort of content in it. With the Page of Cups, I'm a little content, just a little. But the 5 of Swords you may feel a lot of times taken for granted or taken advantage of in your situation, even in your partnerships or even relationships, romantic relationships even, that you've just been making the peace or making do, and that's not what you're meant to do. So you may ask, Spirit, like, what should I be doing? And then they reveal to you you're with the wrong. They might say you're with the wrong person. I'm not saying that you are, but there's an element of you making peace or making do with a situation that may not be in your best interest. It may not be the person itself, but it may be a certain situation or the way that you handle conflict, or if something doesn't feel true to you, you may compromise with it anyway. And so that's something that will be revealed, or a situation. I mean, it doesn't have to always be a person. But deserving with the Hermit and 4 of Wands, it tells me here that you feel that you deserve to celebrate who you are, where you come from, how far you've come, and you do deserve to do so. You truly do. I think that you want to improve. This looks like a person who's saying, I want to elevate. I want to improve. I want to be able to look at myself last year and look at myself this year and say, I've really overcome some stuff. So, I know a lot of us want to see improvement, but this looks like strongly in you want to see improvement. A lot of us just want things to stabilize. So there's a lot of people out here, they just want their life to stabilize, right? I just want everything to be even keeled, and because they maybe have been through a lot, and so their elevation is just a plateau. Can we just stay on this plateau? I don't want to do any climbing. I don't want to do any falling and flipping. I just want to stay right here. You're saying, I want to climb. I want to be better than I was yesterday. I want to be a better Libra than I was 5 minutes ago. But be careful what you wish for in this. It's not necessarily a warning, more so than just the understanding that things are going to be revealed to you that you may not want to see. Maybe you've been turning a blind eye to, and Spirit's like, remember that thing you were burying your head in the sand about? Yeah, that thing, that's what you've got to change. You're like, ah, oh, come on. I don't want to touch that. I don't even want to go there. Optimism, 5 of Swords again, and 4 of Swords, right? You have to be, they're saying that this is something that whatever is being brought to your attention, which could be a self-deception, or it just could be in general, that you realize that you've just been kind of like tiptoeing around an issue, ignoring it. It gives you anxiety, but they're telling you that you've got to be optimistic and hopeful about it and face it head on. And you got to do it with a lot of with optimism. Okay, optimism is very important. The consciousness aspect of this is that you have to think already that it's going to work out for its greatest good, regardless. However it goes, it's going to work out. If I face it, you know what? What's the worst that can happen, right? I mean, you don't want to think the worst that can happen. That's not necessarily optimism, but just the idea of saying, well, what's the worst that can happen, right? We get past it, and then we move on, and there will be better days. There's actually a promise that there will be better days. When you have Temperance and 9 of Cups here, there will be better days. But that's what we've got going on with this optimistic energy. So by Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you're going to really see that you have to. And this is all thoughts. So a lot of this is not necessarily in your head, but a lot of it you're drumming up inside of you. The anxiety that you feel about situations or people, the things that you're kind of just like ignoring or turning a blind eye to, are things that it's ruminating in your head. And this kind of rules your actions. It actually affects your emotions, and it affects other aspects of your life. And so Spirit wants you to go through this with optimism, go through this with a positive mind, right? Because there will be some sort of balance for you, and you will elevate. But it won't happen if you're filled with anxiety and worried about making a decision, right? Afraid that you're being taken advantage of. If you're worried about it, I mean, 5 of Swords kind of says, yeah, you are being taken advantage of. Like, someone knows you don't like conflict, so they're just like going to use that strong arm their way to get their way. Okay, so by the weekend, you have planning and action, Death and the Star. Okay, so you're planning by the end of the week. You have transformed into someone who is very hopeful, untouchable even. Okay, so the Star a lot of times portends a person who's quite untouchable, right? Because they're so full of hope. They're on their divine path, right? They also are receiving help from above. They're receiving help from ancestors or spirit team or spirit guide or some sort of deity or something. Whatever you believe, right? You are receiving help. Things have changed now. It's out of your hands, and now they're coming in to assist you here. So you're planning and taking action. Optimism does this, right? Spirit doesn't like to see so much of this crap going on. If they see 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords, all that stuff going on, all of the deception and betrayals, or a person who is stuck too long, stuck and stagnant in something, and they're meant for more, which the Sacred Temple says you are, right? With the Temperance, you're meant for a lot more. You're meant to be a blessing to other people in some form or fashion. But you're not able to. You're outputting the Page of Cups, which means you're breadcrumbing a little bit, or you're only putting out just enough. When Spirit sees stuff like that, they put an end to it. They put a stop to it. They step in, and they're like, no, I've got this now. Since you're turning a blind eye because your Spirit's so about peace and harmony, we're going to take care of this for you. That's where the Death is coming in for that energy, which is very interesting. So what we have here with the 4 of Swords, all of that going on, you've got to have a positive mindset, though. Understand that things are working out for you. Don't allow yourself to worry, okay, because your wishes are going to come true. And a lot of the wishes are that you want to know that you're on the right path here. So you really could be dealing with a Virgo. We have Sagittarius, Aquarius, Scorpio. We even have Cancer or Pisces, so you could be a Libra Scorpio cusp. Doesn't have to be, But that is what we've got. All right. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.